Where's he gone?
Here I am.
Oh, Jack in the box.
I was hiding.
Jack in the box. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hearns Live
I'm shy.
on Friday afternoon, 2 p.m.
Yep.
What episode is it?
212.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Welcome, guys. We're right up in the red beach.
Are we?
Yes. Welcome, guys, to episode 212. Well, that's what I'm calling it anyway. Hearns
I
Live.
think it's all right now.
Live from the studio.
That's right.
What have we got on today?
We got so much stuff.
What stuff?
We've got Car of the Week. We've got new stuff. I've got some tools and some paints to talk about. You've got some RC to talk about. And I've got some Hearns workshops to talk about.
Just once, I want you to bring in, like, I don't know, like a Mazda or a Datsun or Datsun Sunny.
What? As a Car of the Week?
Yeah.
It'd be good if we could get them. They're really hard to come by.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that would make it exquisite. And
Wouldn't
bespoke.
it? Wouldn't it?
A rusty old
Wouldn't
Datsun.
We've considered it. I mean, we could get some little...
Mitsubishi L300.
We've got the opportunity to get some little tiny ones, right? So we could do them. But let's see.
Don't let the color give it away. It's
Give
not,
what away?
It's not what you think it is. What do we need to know about the car of the week?
It's not a Volkswagen.
You don't know that.
We need to know the make,
The model,
the color,
the weight,
the year.
the kilowatts.
What else do we need to know? The model number. Can we talk about that?
What fuel? What's its fuel source?
Fuel source.
Yeah.
Well, being that color, it's probably ketchup.
Well, it could be. Is it ions? Is it dinosaur juice?
Excuse me, what sort of juice?
Petrol or electric?
Oh.
Or a mixture of both, or one or the other.
Oh, you're being really scientific.
Dinosaur juice.
Ions. Let's say hello to the people that are on. I think there's a lot of people.
That was awkward.
Wasn't it? We always need those awkward moments. It keeps us in check.
You forgot where you were.
That's right.
What have you got on, Beach? Who's in the
We
studio?
got Nids. Nids is always in.
Ned's the
Craig
photo
Jones, Mr. Surian. He's on. What's he doing? What time will it be?
Surian?
He'll be pretty early over there,
man.
wouldn't
He'd
it?
be having lunch.
Would he?
Well, that's what he
Oh,
calls
lunchtime.
it. I
Okay.
don't think he's ever worked.
Mr. Thunder Turbine's on. Jeff's on.
Jeffy's on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, people are guessing the car. Should we go into that?
Well, I don't know if you want. If you said hello to everybody.
I have said hello to everyone.
What's on?
What is on? I got a guess here for a Corvette.
That'd be wrong.
That's a hard no. Or is that a soft no? Or is that
My safe word's
a
pineapple.
medium done? What?
My safe word's
Pineapple's like a sharp pick.
my
I
safe
don't know
word's
about that
pineapple.
one.
Whoa, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Hard
All right.
no.
Mr. Jason Palmer's on. Welcome. What have we got? Bossman's in the house, he reckons?
Is he?
Yep. Don't know if that's quite literal or just a saying.
He could be out there waiting for Tony Gray to serve him.
Could be. Could be.
All right,
Oh,
what have we
Richard,
got on, Beach?
Hey?
What have we got on?
What are we going to look at first?
Get stuck in.
We're sticking into it.
Are we?
What?
Get into it.
All right.
What have you got? Show me your wares.
We got a whole bunch of green stuff.
Entertain me.
So not only a full restock of what we had, but there's a whole bunch of new stuff. And I picked a few interesting things, and I'll go through some more things next time around, I think, because there's so much of it. This stuff, I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about this. Did we talk about that?
That's blackety black.
That's one way of putting it.
Blackety black.
Yeah.
Next time when somebody says, have you got any blacker? You can say, no.
There's no blacker than this. Okay, so this stuff,
It's black.
Panda black.
this stuff is called Max Darth.
Darth Max.
Now, why is it Darth? I don't know. It's just really evil black, right? I don't think it's evil. I think it's pretty good to us. So we've got two sizes. We've got a little one, 70 mil, and the bigger one, the 30 mil.
For when you don't want anything blacker.
Now, why do you need a really black paint? So this
Don't
is
know.
so black, it absorbs, I think they said 98.5% of light that hits it.
99.9%.
That's pretty close, isn't it? Mate, it's so scientific, this episode.
If we
So-
were to paint you, we couldn't see you.
That's right.
There's
You
a
won't
challenge.
see me at all. It's a good thing it's like a light-colored background there. No, the idea here is where there's situations where you want to paint it so that you want it super dark.
There's
know-
always situations.
Yes. So it could be the interior of something, of a model, or it could be even the background of a model where you want to take photos
It'd be really
of it.
good if you're going for a contrast, like a outsourced lighting thing.
Well, that's right. That's like coming out of the shadows, isn't it? Don't worry, don't worry. Nothing's coming out of the shadows, right? You don't need to be scared. Now, for example, if you're doing spaceships and you want to take photos of them, and out in space is meant to be totally dark, so you'll paint
not.
a background.
I've seen a movie that they made back in 1969.
And was it bright?
Apparently,
Oh, they didn't have this, did they?
they didn't.
No. So you'd be using this stuff, or alternatively, if you had, say, a World War II plane,
Yes.
and it had radiator openings, and you didn't want to show off the interior of the wing because there may not be a lot of detail, you can paint this, and you won't be able to see into that.
Disappear.
It will disappear. So it will hide it.
You could paint the inside of an exhaust.
You could do. So a multitude of uses. So
What are you going to use it for?
what am I going to use it for?
Yeah.
This would have been perfect on the inside of my Mac suit that I entered into Model Expo. I didn't have any of this at the
Didn't
time.
win, did it?
It didn't win. I only came third.
Might have won.
Could have if I had some of this.
You don't know.
I don't know. That's what unknown universal mysteries, right?
Well,
But you see, so I would have painted that because there's the top section where there's
no
just a head.
excuses not to win.
I'll repaint and re-enter it.
Yes.
Okay, let's try it next year and see what happens.
You might want to put a stronger antenna on it.
Yeah,
One's
a bit got broken off.
Ones that the judges snap on are clearly not strong enough. Just have
Obviously.
let's have a coat hanger hanging out.
I got to make it out of titanium.
Hmm.
But it did all right. I survived. But that's what you expect because quite often things do break. And that's why I took a little repair kit.
Did we?
I did.
My
Posted that somewhere.
My expo was this week, wasn't it?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there. But the punters don't know that we were there.
Oh, don't they? That's
We
right.
should have done a segment about it.
Maybe we should have.
Hmm.
We explained last week that we're going to Model Expo.
Did we ever?
Yeah. We actually took a heap of footage, and that's being edited right now. I think there's going to be about 2 hours worth of stuff. And we're going to split it up.
Me with a good time.
Yeah. So we're going to split it up, and then we're going to have the full one as well. So if you want to sit there
But
and
it's
have it in
not
the
the
background,
same as being there. You've got to go there just to
Mm.
smell it.
Mm.
I mean, see it.
that too. So there were close to 1,000 entries. There's a lot of stuff to see, and they changed around the layout so that
And you only had one. Oh, you had two.
I had two. One was quite interesting. I'm going to improve upon the other one as well. I took a little 70-second scale figure and I entered it, and all the other ones towered over it. And you can see how they had extra work.
Well, you just dipped it in the paint and then took it out and entered
Well,
it.
that's what dipping paints are for, aren't they? Gives it a bit of contrast.
Anyway, black paint.
That's right. So that's one of the new things.
The blackest paint.
That's right. And I reckon people will start using that. You will see that in some expo entries next year.
So if you want the blackest paint, Max
That's right.
Darth.
That's right. The other thing you could do with this too is just say you've got a little spaceship on your wargaming miniature,
Stop with the spaceships.
and it'll have a little stand. You can paint the stand that black.
And it disappears. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. As long as it's got a black background.
Disappearing paint.
Oh, that's all awkward. Oh, let's move on. All right,
Hide and seek.
we've got some different paint sets too. They've got some new paint sets.
Can I have a look in there?
Yeah.
What do you get
Oh,
in
no,
there?
you can't. Can you?
What do you mean?
Oh, you can.
I want to know what you get in here.
So they've mixed up all their series of paints to make a color palette to suit
Go to overhead.
overhead down.
Let's have. This is what you get in this paint set. This is
What do they call this one?
Special Effects Volume 2.
Okay,
Just in case you didn't have enough fun with Volume 1,
that's right.
you
There's
can
volume
turn
2.
it up with Volume 2.
All right.
What are we getting?
Oh,
Ooh, not sure.
these are all the specialized ones.
UV resin.
Yep.
So these are all the specialist.
Yep. You got
Liquid
liquid
frost.
frost.
So that's the one that
Is that the blood?
you've
Is that
used.
green blood?
Orc
It is
blood.
orc blood. Yep. You got some dust.
Earth,
Wind and fire.
Prince Tower blood,
Yep, that's the blue blood.
demon blood,
Yep.
purple blood.
Yep.
Oh,
Some of that special stuff we were just talking
that's
about.
it. If you can't
Next
make an
stuff.
effect with this, you don't know what you're doing.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's the second part of it, right? All right, so that's special effects. And then we've got another one. What was the other one called? Ancestral.
So these ones here are probably like really good value, right?
Yes. Oh, they're definitely. It's much cheaper to buy them in a set than to buy them individually.
Fantastic.
Mm.
Okay, probably finish on overhead now.
There's this one.
Oh,
Ancestral machines.
but you don't have to open every one. It does tell you on the back what you get in it.
So this one's got the chromes or metallics actually. Gunmetal, Quicksilver, Eldorado, which is a gold, and then the greens. So you can do that with
And
the
some
glowing
pink-
the glowing
and some
effects.
dipping ink for shadow, is it?
That's right, for a bit more contrast.
So dipping inks, mistake me if I'm wrong, you don't actually have to dip.
No, you can just brush them off.
You can brush
Most
it on,
people do
and that
brush
will
them
be
off.
like panel line,
Yes,
is
a bit
that-
like that, like a wash.
like
Yeah,
a wash.
They look transparent.
Mm.
A bit like in the polycarbonate, like PS19.
Oh,
Smoke.
schmuck 31.
Yeah, so there you go.
You've lost your PS.
Inks. Fluorescence.
Definitely PS.
And so that's how you can do
isn't
the
it?
sort of glowing effects. You got the metallics and then glowing effects there.
Oh, I can't wait for your tutorial on glowing effects.
How good is that? Make things glow.
Yeah.
Well, I made the edge of my Mac glow a little bit. I was with the fluorescent.
There you
No,
go.
you don't remember that?
What else you got?
Oh, you want more stuff?
Well, what have you got?
Oh, plenty of stuff.
Show me
Look,
some
these
stuff.
are brand new. So these are the molds.
Acrylic brick molds.
Yes, but the
Why
molds
are they acrylic?
well, they're a hard acrylic. They're laser cut from
Ooh.
acrylic.
Yes.
Now the molds we've had before have been soft silicon ones.
Yes.
Okay, most people are familiar with those. You pour your stuff into it, whether it's a modeling plaster or
UV resin.
on an epoxy. Once it sets, you press on the soft silicon, it all pops out.
Like an ice tray.
That's right. With this particular one,
Mm.
you put the material into it and scrape it across the top. When it sets, material shrinks a little bit. All you have to do is just tap it a little bit and they all fall out.
Tap, tap.
Tap, tap. And so this is a little bit easier to use because it
Are they?
doesn't deform. You know, like soft silicon can deform. If you press it the wrong way, you'll end up with misshapen parts. This one being acrylic, it'll be always stiff.
Mm.
Mm. That's right. So that's that one there. They're brand new.
Always
There's a whole
stiff.
bunch. There's a whole bunch of different ones as well. So these are for
Why?
making bricks.
Zigzag pavers, exactly.
Well, zigzag pavers. There's some places that
Zigzag.
have zigzag pavers. There's zigzag pavers all over
Yep.
Japan.
And if you have a 90s cathedral bit, you know, a 90s,
Cathedral?
a 90s house with glass bricks and a cathedral ceiling, you've probably got zigzag pavers in your
Have ya?
driveway. Yep.
Right. All right. I'm glad you know that.
Haven't you been to an Australian estate lately?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say.
You got nowhere to go from there.
Not far.
How do you pronounce that?
Decoupage.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, you're very good with your French.
I'm pretty good with my tongue. Just ask me.
So this is a
Medium
medium.
decoupage. Not to be misgiven for the heavy duty decoupage or the light decoupage. This is the medium.
That's right.
Matte finish. Don't know what matte's got to do with
So
it.
when they're talking about medium here, they're not talking about medium consistency. They're talking
Oh.
about medium as a material.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There you go.
That's all sealed.
It's sealed, so I can't
Yeah,
drink
yeah,
it.
it's sealed. It's foil sealed to keep it fresh.
Fresh, just how I
So-
like it.
I think a lot of people have heard of Mod Podge.
No.
You haven't heard of Mod Podge? People
I
come in
have
here before.
heard. My favorite American used to talk about Mod Podge all the
Oh,
time.
really? Yeah, yeah.
Marlon
So-
loved Mod Podge.
that's right. Well, this is the Green Stuff World Mod Podge.
I just like the word.
Because Mod Podge is,
I just-
is unusually, like, I would expect it to be easy to find, but it's very hard to find.
Sounds like it should be a character in Harry Potter.
And Marlon loved using this for sealing up all of his layouts and mountain designs and all that sort of stuff,
Yes.
right? Landscapes.
Yep.
So we have it now, and it's available in a matte finish, which would be the most popular finish.
Why?
But there's also, because matte is when you don't want any reflection coming off it.
Oh,
So there's a matte one. But we do also have gloss ones as well.
Mm.
So there's gloss and there's semi-gloss.
in case
Same size.
same size,
Yep.
which is big.
Shall I keep going?
Well, why not? It is the green stuff world.
This is one of your favorite things.
Not sure what it is. That's a little rotating stand,
Isn't it?
isn't it?
It is. Perfect for taking
Photos.
videos of your work.
Or somebody else's.
Yeah, that's right.
Good
We
for,
use one of these all the time.
Good for 3D scanners too.
Oh, really? There you go.
Yeah, you can put this thing on the rotator.
And then just keeps going around.
It spins around while you
For those of you that can't hear, Tony's talking about having one for a 3D scanner.
That's right.
So it rotates your
Yes.
work around nicely.
Does it have adjustable speeds or directions? It's got a little switch on the
yes, it has 3 speed settings
Right.
and it has turn left or turn right
Mm.
and can take up to 1 kilo.
It also is just USB powered, is it? Or has it got batteries?
USB powered or batteries.
Oh, okay. Twin method of powering up.
Twin.
Yep.
It's hybrid.
Excellent. Want to keep going? I've got different stuff.
Yeah.
We've got a
You're,
restock of this.
you're allowed 4 more items.
4 more.
What's it
How do you
called?
pronounce that?
Styronese?
Stynal Res. How they came up with a name, I don't know.
What is it?
But this is one of the most popular primers for airbrushing.
Why?
This is a primer that was developed by Badger, who make airbrushes.
Badger.
It's water-based. It's very easy to spray, and it gives a very strong result.
Strong.
So I have the feeling it's got a polyurethane in it.
Not made from badgers. Just confirm.
Badgers are angry little things. Seen them?
What else is in your box, mate?
I've got these European.
No badgers were harmed during that last scene.
These are European style.
I prefer Gangnam Style.
These are European style razor saws.
I like Batman.
And every time we get these, they sell out really quick.
Let's go to overhead and
Overhead?
have a razor saw.
Okay, so razor saw, basically the saw itself looks like a razor, like an old school
If
razor.
you had a speech impediment, that would be a nightmare.
Would it? Oh, it's a good
Could
thing I
be.
don't. So
Yes.
with the razor saws we talk about here are
Mm.
normally those really big ones, right? Those XL ones. But this is the traditional look of razor saw because it actually looks like a razor.
What
Now,
do you cut with that?
you cut hard materials such as resins or timbers or plastics that you need a really fine control. We will see that this particular blade has different
There's two pictures on there.
two pitches.
Two
That's
pictures.
it. Two different kinds of teeth. And you can get different blades as well. Okay, so
So we have
this is the traditional
a coarser
tool.
tooth on that side and a
Yes.
finer tooth on that side.
and this one is the
El-
traditional one where it's
El
totally
dente.
straight. And of late, they've made an offset one, which is this one. You see that?
Oh, that would be handy because your hand always gets in the way, wouldn't it?
That's right. So you can see across here,
Yes.
across the blade. So whichever way you prefer. I mean, this one makes
I'd have one
sense,
of each.
wouldn't you? That's right.
I
And then
don't know
you can
why
have
you
different
wouldn't.
blades in each one too. So here's an example of some of the blades. This is the multi-blade.
There's Batman.
That's right. So
Batman
you've
does
got
use these.
different shapes and different sized teeth here.
Grrr.
Okay, so you've got curved edges as well. You see this one, concave, really fine teeth, different angles, and also some tighter ones here. So if you're cutting on through tube and things, this will probably be a lot more control. And also if you're doing panel lines, redoing panel lines on aircraft, because they've got really
Oh,
crazy shapes.
is that what you use them for?
You can use
Wouldn't
that
you
for
use
that
a
too.
scriber?
Sometimes scribe is very hard to control.
Ugh.
But this one, you just rotate it in your hand. right?
When I scribe, I'm out of control.
Do you?
Clearly,
Right. Yes, I can vouch for that. But these are very, very popular
I'm no
indeed.
good with a toothpick. Don't give me a scriber.
You're dangerous with a toothpick.
I know I bleed every time.
Yeah, other people do too. So come in and have a look at all these different ones, because this is not the only pack. There's plenty of others as well. There's straight ones and all different shapes. And if you like a particular shape, you can get multiples in them.
Saw octopus. Oh, it is called Batman. I was just making it up. It is called Saw Batman.
So the Batman one must be this one. Is that the one?
I would say
That
that
looks like
one.
the
I would
Batman
say
one?
that one.
Oh, you reckon this one? Oh, okay, you
That
probably
looks-
know
that
better than me.
looks-
Does that look like his mark?
I-
This way, is it?
yeah.
How good is
Well,
it?
just put it this way. You've never seen me and Batman in the same room together.
Why is that? Is it because you're both at the pub? Well, you want to see more? What do you got?
Your box is empty.
I've got other stuff to look
That
at.
is green stuff. Well,
Yes.
let's
All
have a
right.
talk about the car.
This one?
Yes.
All right. There's plenty of people
What are they
guessing, I
saying?
think. Let's go back to the start.
What are they saying?
So we said the Corvette is not correct, right? Oh, we've got weights coming now.
Wait. I'm gonna have to wait.
880 grams. I reckon that's too light.
You wouldn't know.
Oh, here you go. Saurian. Oh, this guy.
What?
A Ferrari 812 Competizione.
Are you being racist?
Not intentionally. I try not to be.
I like your accent.
You say it wrong, Nick will ring up.
Definitely is
wouldn't be the
a
first time.
Ferrari 812 Competizione.
Oh, okay. So Saurian is correct.
But still don't know how many cylinders, how many kilowatts, how many wheels drive, and how much it weighs.
Cylinders.
And its power source.
Power source.
I'm glad because by the time we got it to here, it would have been guessed straight away.
Mmm.
So, yes, good job, Suri. You nailed it right at the right time.
Hasn't he?
And I have weighed it,
Hasn't he?
and I'm putting it back over here until further notice.
There you go. So
It
Nid
is
has got it
heavier.
right. Nid says it looks like a Ferrari. It definitely is a Ferrari.
It looks a lot like a
Oh,
Ferrari.
Rory
Nids.
Conway's on. Hello.
Hey guys, how you going?
It's asking, what about the HR1?
Oh, Warwick is a avid HR1 fan.
How good are they?
We've got a special edition celebration one too.
Have we?
Are you going to make it live today? Are you going to give people the very opportunity to own their own piece of HR1 history?
We can do.
Can we?
We can.
I'm not sure.
It'll probably be tomorrow. Let's make it 12 o'clock tomorrow. I can't guarantee that. I just thought I'd throw it out there to make it interesting.
I've dobbed you in now.
Well, I've committed, haven't I?
You have committed.
I've committed.
Get that bit out.
You
I've
have
committed.
definitely committed. So you could. I'm going to get this since we're on that. So last week I may or may have not announced the very beginnings of the Hearns Vault.
Yes.
The Hearns
What
Vault.
is Hearns Vault?
The Hearns Vault is a special page on our website where you can find one-off items. Some of them might be used, some of them might be new. We might have done tutorials. We might have used them for marketing, photos, or for this very show.
That's right.
And one of the first items that will be on there, I think there's 2 items on there at the
We
minute.
do have 2 items on there already.
We got the MBA one little bath,
That's right.
the
That's
blue and
one with
orange
the,
one
That's right.
with the fully detailed motor.
Engine.
So the fully detailed engine. That is really good. Driven by TFG.
That's right.
Hey,
And I think we've
myself.
got a video series, which is probably 6 videos long on that too.
Of us building it.
Yes.
And we painted it in the studio as well.
Mm.
And our second item is the Night Customs Wild one.
Yes.
That's the last remaining one. That
That's
was
a
a special
75th anniversary.
color. Yeah, that was a collaboration model between Night Customs ourselves and Blockhead Motors.
That's right.
And the third item that will be on there is, in fact, Warwick, is the HR1 replica. Well,
There you go.
it is a real HR1, but this is a replica one in celebration of our very first HR1 race buggy,
That's right.
the state championship winning. So we did the body and the stickers up nearly exactly the same.
Mm.
And it is brand new. It's never been used, this one.
Yep. Fresh.
But it is fresh. So look out on the website for all our one-offs, projects, and bespoke models.
And it's really easy to find too. You just need to go into our main webpage, and then around about the middle of the main banner, you'll see a little icon, and it's called Hearns Vault.
Look at
So
that.
click on there, and you'll see the 2 that's there already.
Comes with the Rubik's World bag.
Yeah.
Almost ready to run. The only thing you're going to need to bring to the party here is some tires and a battery and a charger.
Yes. That's right. And then you can just choose what you use at your particular track, or where you're going to be bashing it.
Or race it, as we call.
Yes. Hearns Vault. I'm really excited
Let's
about
get our next guest on. Our next guest, our only guest today.
that. All right.
yeah, I'm not really a guest.
He's not
Let's
really
put
a
him
guest.
on. That'll be TFG.
Tony Gray. Welcome. Tony Gray. Show and tell with Tony Gray this week. How are
That's
you,
right.
old
Come
boy?
on.
I have to sneak in the middle here.
Look at this.
Sticky in the middle. I like your T-shirt, Tony.
Fan RC.
I'm a fan of RC.
Are you a fan?
I am indeed. This is the only T-shirt in existence. I know because I made it.
Right.
You do have a healthy habit of making T-shirts.
Yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
but the car, the FR01,
Yes.
is. I'm not going to call it. Is it a reproduction?
Mm.
It's the RC10 graphite from
It's-
1989, I think.
You still call it vintage, right?
Yeah,
But you
But-
wouldn't call it
Does-
reproduction.
Doesn't have a single AE part on it, does it, TFG?
yeah, nothing. It's all reproduction parts done by Fan RC, Mr. Cheng Fan.
Yep.
Is the guy. I think he's based in Shanghai,
Yes.
and he's got a really good line of all these, mainly RC10, but also some Yokomo
Yes.
bits.
So that's a whole car,
Yep.
but you still got to get a body and wheels and tires.
comes
Is that
with-
it?
It comes with a body,
Oh, it does.
yeah, with again a replica of the, I think it was a Protec back then, but the entire car is a complete RC10 graphite.
Yep.
With
Is
no,
it-
with
is
no associated parts.
Is
It's
it
all his-
Imperial or metric hardware?
I'm going to
Don't
suggest it's going to be Imperial.
Oh, really?
I would think it would be. I don't know for sure. I don't bother to consider such things when I order them. I just buy them.
So is
ATC.
ATC,
so is this the one with the stealth gearbox?
it's got a stealth, yes.
Oh, okay.
But again,
A fan of-
reproduction stealth.
Yes,
gearbox.
yes.
So
So it's all brand new stuff on it.
everything is brand new, all made by him.
Right.
I mean, he's got a real. Cookie uses some of his stuff in
Hardware,
his cars.
yep.
Yes.
So and he's got a very good reputation
Of build
for
quality.
producing really, really good quality stuff. And
Mm.
these were announced last week. And he's just going to keep making them. As long as he keeps getting orders,
He'll keep making them.
he'll keep making them. You,
And they're not 3D printed, are they? They look injection molded.
yeah,
Just by your T-shirt.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. You feel
I
it.
just keep.
Which bit?
That's enough. they're really good stuff. I was talking to
I think
Cookie
you got
this
a loose ball
morning.
in
Yeah,
on the
Yeah.
left-hand side.
it's so as soon as they were announced, I went, oh, and they're not really pricey either.
So what's the go with the car? Is it going to be limited? Like we're seeing all these limited
no,
cars?
he said as long as there's the demand for it,
We'll just keep making them.
he's just going to keep doing batches. The first
Oh, that's
batch
fair.
sold out.
Yep.
But
And
he
because
said,
it's a tribute to the RC10, it would be technically eligible for
oh,
the vintage batch.
it'll be eligible because all the parts are completely interchangeable with original AE stuff.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
It's just great. So it means you can have an RC10 graphite
Without having an RC10 graphite.
Yeah, and the point is, it's cheaper to buy one of these than it is to buy a stuffed old one that you have to restore.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be scared to drive this, would you?
No, because you'll be able to get the parts, and it'll be great. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to crashing that.
Yeah, as am I.
Can I crash it second?
Because I'll be happy to run it. I have no issues with that at all. So I'm not sure when they're coming. I think don't think he's finished the first batch yet.
I'm still excited for your Agama.
I'm still excited for my
When's that coming?
Agama. That's November.
Oh, is it?
Do you think we might get a studio build out of that? Or is that something you want to do in the comfort of your own?
Possibly. Depends on now. But I think we should probably do it in here.
Bloody beautiful.
Wouldn't it?
I think we need to.
I'd love to get in there.
For those that don't know, the Agama is a very special two-wheel drive buggy with weirdo suspension where where it's the shocks are all
Inboard
laid
and
down. Very similar to the old Predator.
Two-wheel drive.
But it's a really funky looking car, so I've pre-ordered one of those.
Yeah, with the intent.
With intent of, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever drive it. I just want it because it looks so cool.
Yeah,
You'll be driving it.
I'm
I'll
basically
be there,
yeah.
shoving you in the driver's stand just so I
pretty
can go next.
I'm pretty much hopeless when it comes to cars like this. I just buy them.
Yeah,
That's good because I can bring them in here.
That's right.
I remember I had one of those, but not the graphite. I had the aluminium tub, the black tub.
Yep.
Because I was always worried it was going to get full of mud and stuff.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's got no sides. They never had under trays.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll get this in the next couple of weeks.
Right.
Wow.
So what brings you in, TFG?
The train.
You come in on train.
Yeah.
You've also got a public service announcement for us today.
Public service announcement.
Have you?
Yes.
If you're going racing,
And we do.
we do.
Yeah.
Don't put your stuff in the car the night before and then park it at the front of your house.
Open.
Why is that?
Open.
It sounds so convenient, though.
The next morning, it's very convenient. I was lucky in that someone else helped me unload my car.
Oh,
Just
really?
wasn't at the track.
It was someone you
Just
didn't
wasn't at
know.
the track. So basically, all my gear got stolen on Monday morning. And
It hurts.
Yeah, for
hurts.
sure.
Even you would have shed like a little tear.
I'm surprised no one heard the. It's like Homer's loudest swear word ever.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And at 6:10 in the morning, everyone at Caroline Springs probably heard me. So, all my stuff gone. I think probably $3,500 worth of stuff. Lucky I work here.
Yes, that's
Well,
right.
a lot of the stuff that we accrue over the years, it's, I mean, I don't know, it's not that sentimental, but it can be like, you can have a 2 mil driver that you've had for like 20 years.
There was one piece like that. I had a pair
Or
of
a favorite hobby knife or something.
a slip joint pliers
Yeah.
that were Sid Chrome ones that came out of an early Corolla toolkit.
There you go.
And I've been using them since I started in RC in 1984.
So stuff that's not
And they're gone
sentimental,
now. And I can't replace them.
they become sentimental after you lose them and realize they're gone.
Plus,
That's
they were really good. They were just perfect.
So, but on the other hand, it gives you the opportunity to rebuild your collection without just adding to it and upsetting the missus.
Yeah. Well, I lost 3 cars. 2 of them I've already replaced. The other one,
You're brand new.
I can't replace, but it was a piece of shit anyway, so I'm not really fast. It wasn't a good car.
How about your brand new makeup trolley?
My brand new makeup case trolley, that's gone.
But that's been replaced already.
That's been replaced already. Thank you, Mr. Bezos.
And the heels.
Oh no, they didn't take them.
The Jimmy shoes are still there.
Yeah, Jimmy shoes.
Wrong size.
That's right.
Sadly.
The Euro 48 Jimmy shoes.
Yeah. So there's. I've replaced a lot of the stuff already.
No, so in all seriousness, yeah. So
But
Tony,
it
unfortunately,
is my fault. I didn't lock the car because
Didn't
the
lock
car's
the car.
got a full alarm system.
But still,
I was
imagine if it just got
distracted, but
knocked
that
off
just
as well.
shows. You can easily be distracted, and
And most insurance policies for cars will only counter up to $1,000 worth of goods in the car. And that's even if you're in an accident.
Yeah.
So if we've got like, 30 grand worth of RC stuff in the car, which is not always, especially if there's a couple of yous going interstate.
Yeah.
You
really easily have that.
You could.
I would
really
normally have
to
a
pay
lot.
attention.
I would normally have had a lot more than what I did, just because I was only running M chassis, so I only had those cars in there. Normally, I'd have a
no
touring
fancy
car,
gear. That's right.
a couple of short course trucks, and everything else. So
that's the end of it. Now onto the fun stuff. What's show and tell with Tony this week, mate?
Well, I failed miserably to go any further with the Walker's Donuts Porsche because I've just been too busy talking to the policeman and the insurance company.
That's fair enough.
So I didn't really have any time for that, and I'm going on holiday next week, so I won't be doing anything next week.
No, that's good.
So I brought in a
body shell,
a paint job blast from the past, which you guys have seen before in photos.
Yes.
But
Look at that!
You hadn't seen the actual one. This is my bitty design iron truck.
To me, a truck.
Yeah.
That's the peel back Terminator look.
Yes. This is probably something we'll need to get out of it. Yeah. There we go.
Look at that.
That's sort of a trademark for me doing the torn thing. I find it pretty easy because I've done it so many times.
A lot of work involved there.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you need to plan it very, very carefully, or you can get it wrong.
And you obviously, like, when you do these things, you obviously have just a really good picture in your head of how you want it to look.
Sometimes I'll sketch it up, but not very often. Most of the time, I don't. I just wing it. And
did you use a bit of stencil on here, or is that?
I like these bits.
Yeah, they're called micro dots. I got them from a guy in the States.
Yep.
They're reasonably readily available.
Were they like a stick-on one, or are they like the bitty design stencils where they just...
No, they're a stick-on one.
A stick-on one?
A stick-on one.
Single
and they're
use?
already pre-weeded because you're not going to weed all those out. No. But so they're already punched out and ready to go.
There must be something about having red engine heads because I painted ours red as well.
Testarossas.
Yeah.
Is it?
I just wanted it to look, I did a quick grungy thing, but I could have done that better. The paint wasn't cooperating. But that's okay. I didn't care. I knew it was going to get smashed up.
Did you paint it on the inside or the outside?
I believe I painted that on the inside.
Yeah.
What's that?
The engine. See,
Oh, did you?
BJ painted ours on the outside. Look really good.
Yeah. Because
I painted it on the inside, but I've sprayed a matte clear over the top of all of that.
Yes.
And you
I was just looking
this
to be second
in
hand now.
2018, 2019?
It's probably not quite that old. Maybe 3 years old.
I remember it at Geelong one year.
Yeah.
I think that's the only time I've seen it on the track.
Yeah.
Have you driven this? Because it's a really good neck.
No, I've driven it a couple of times.
Really?
That's why it's got a race number on the front.
We've done 2 heats at least.
Oh, it has to.
Yeah. I sort of fell out of love with the Tamiya trucks. So
I can understand why.
So
I like driving them. I drift.
I find them to be inconsistent. You drive them in one heat and they're good, and the next heat they're all over the place.
Well, that's part of the fun.
No, it's not. And I tried you can see on the sides here, I tried to simulate a 3D effect here.
Yeah, you can see it along here too.
Yeah. That's just by the use of white and black.
Yes.
To delineate where the surfacing changes.
It really gives that optical illusion. It changes the look of it completely.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite so good when you're right up this close, but from a distance it looks fine.
Yes. Yeah, it's nice.
Obviously I had a lot of time on my hands when I did this.
You didn't use the optional 3D rear bumper.
No, because that was more to paint, and I was running out of interest.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Have we got the 3D on ours?
Yes.
Oh, have we?
Yes.
Yeah. But
there you go.
So that one just sits in my garage now. I had to.
Do you have the truck that's attached to it?
Yeah, but it's no longer a truck.
No? Oh, but it's turned into something else.
It's been converted into a touring car. I didn't want any vestiges of truck left. So,
to me, a truck class, it is a good, as much as we like, probably just because we're used to driving race cars, but for newbies and stuff, it is a really good race class, no modifications, simple, cheap, reliable, really strong. The TTO one's a really, really strong platform.
For those that are going to ask, there's probably 30 hours in that one, maybe a little bit more.
And you've experimented with a bit of the the color shift SMS paints I can see there.
Yes.
Cosmic Dust, I reckon.
I can't remember which ones I use now, but
I reckon it's the same one that I use with the green.
Yeah.
Cosmic Dust or something. It's
yeah,
called.
it's
Nice
nice.
and subtle, isn't
You
it?
get it out in the sunlight, it's really cool.
Mm. Don't know if we'll really catch it on any of the reflections.
The trucks are really good if you want to do something super cool because you've got so much area to do it with, but they're a bastard to cut out and masking all of this.
Yes.
That's why we just didn't mask our own, just paint it on the outside.
Yeah, that's right. On it goes.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really get scratched there.
I've painted 2 of these now, and I swore I'd never do another one.
Had enough of it.
The other one was in a golf racing scheme.
Oh, nice.
With the blue and the orange. You can't go wrong with that.
GT straight down the centre.
Yeah.
Offset.
And that's Brian Stewart's got it. I think I sold it to Brian Stewart.
Yeah. You loved it that much.
Yeah. I hated that one, then I went and bought another one. I think because I had the idea in my head for this, and I just wanted to do it. So
Yeah, really nice.
stupidly,
More paint work with Tony G.
but the important thing is I bought it from here, from Mr. Rawlins.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I believe he ripped me off.
Well, that was his instructions.
Yeah, yeah.
It done his job really well.
I know that now.
You've actually changed the window mask on yours.
Oh yeah, I changed the side profile to make it look a bit
And
more
it
interesting.
wraps around.
Yeah, and I wrapped it around.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it just makes it.
Can look like a
It's
Robocop.
something people don't normally. Yeah, well, that's the sort of intention that
Very cool.
got the race sticker on from the last meeting at Geelong.
Yeah,
Well,
beautiful.
don't leave it hanging around here. I'll stick it in the vault and somebody will grab it.
No, that's coming home tonight.
Yeah, take care of
I'm
this.
not silly. I don't want to race truck again, but I'm not about to give this one away.
No.
It's too
Beautiful.
much work.
Yeah, very nice
Absolutely
job.
Beautiful.
So there you go. So I'll squash that back in my backpack.
Yep.
Another bespoke body by Tony J.
Yeah, beautiful.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for a bit of show and tell this week, mate.
I'll be back next Friday.
You will be
Oh,
back
will
next
you?
Friday.
I'll be back.
With a tan.
Okay.
Yeah,
With a tan.
I'm
With a tan.
flying back in just to do this.
Just
Oh,
for this,
excellent.
it's
I won't have
Thursday.
anything to show because
so
I haven't
important.
done anything.
So important.
We'll make stuff for you today.
That's right.
It'll be fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go away. All right. I'll take my fan RC t-shirt and go away.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, GFG.
What are people at home saying, Beach?
I reckon we've got to weigh this because we're getting a lot
I
of.
did weigh it.
When did you
Did
weigh
you
it?
see me weigh it?
No,
Yes.
He did. He weighed it.
I weighed it.
I don't know what it is.
He does.
Should I just,
He
should
forgot.
I just yell it out and see what we're
Yep.
going with?
What have we
Where
got?
are we?
It's heavier than 885.
Okay, so it's heavier than 885.
Yep. What else are they saying?
That was a Corvette. It's not a Corvette.
Not a Corvette. Syrian got it right. The 812 Competizione by
I had a whole
Ferrari.
heap of weights here. I've lost
The
them.
Fez.
Oh, there's the 880. Just
Yes.
said 880, so it's heavier than
It's
880.
heavier than 880.
Oh, we've got a an 1100.
It's heavier than 1100.
Nids has got a 1450.
It's lighter than 1450.
So between 1100 and 1450.
yes,
All right.
it's exciting.
All right.
I'm excited. What have you got on, Beach?
What have I got on?
Show me
Let's
what
have a
this
quick
thing
look
is.
at here.
Do you know I love to choo and talk about trains? Did I break this thing? It's swinging.
Anthony said 1200.
Are you
Is
still
it
going?
heavier than 1200?
Yes,
Oh, it is 1300.
it's heavier.
Oh, it's heavier than
It's
1300.
heavier than
Okay,
1300.
so Retro Rob 1278 is too light. So 1300 and was it 1450?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's move on.
Let's
What have we got
move
here?
on. I got this thing. What is it?
It is a little layout with some Hearns workshop train accessories on it. Let's go from the top. I think it's going to be easier to see
Alright.
from the top.
You show me. Show me what we're looking at.
All right. So we've got this little profile here, which Dave made. And what we have are 2
What
items
do you
here.
make this out of?
That looks like a bit of MDF, doesn't it? That looks like MDF. Yeah,
Mm.
bit of MDF. Just cut it up and just put some scatter on it.
He's a bloody wizard, isn't he?
Isn't he? Isn't he? So we have 2 items here from Hearns Workshop. We have the Victorian buffer stop, and that's in HO scale. And then we also have the water crane. which
What
is
does the
also-
water crane do?
So it fills the steam engines with the water
Oh,
that they're going to boil up.
yes.
Because as they're running, they lose water, so they need to fill it up. So I think
Yes.
they had these at each station, maybe.
Oh,
I don't really know how often they had these around. But we have these available now, and they're at a much better new price.
well, they're a new price.
Yes.
I love it. I love new prices.
Yes. And we've had quite a few of them sell already. So you can see these are 3D printed out of resin. And there's 3 components here. So they're very easy to build. And you see how that's rotating back and
And
forth.
it's moving.
Yeah.
So it's
Or
dynamic.
you can fix it. It's up to you. But that just allows you to set it.
Doesn't come painted though, does it?
No. So you just need to
What
paint
color
it. Pretty
does it
easy.
come?
It'll be
If,
a grey.
if only you had one in a packet.
Well, that's funny to say because there's
What?
one right here.
Have you got one in a packet?
There you go.
Well, let's do an
that's the
unboxing.
colour.
Let's do an unboxing.
Have you got a staple remover?
What do you mean?
Something that won't stick into my fingers?
My teeth.
Yeah, that's an option.
Can I use my teeth?
Well, you can. Let me just get this fluff out of the way.
I'm going to use TFG's favourite nippers.
I thought you said you're going to say you're going to use his teeth.
His teeth? I can't even be sure that his teeth are real.
Well, that's why I thought you were going to
Do you
use
think
his.
he'll do the show one day with no teeth in?
Oh, I don't know. That'll be funny.
Gummy.
You can't. They're real.
Are they real?
Well, there you go. That's a bit hard then. What are you suggesting? We take them out.
Yeah. He could do the show with no teeth.
All right, here's a little packet.
What have you got? So this is what you got when you get Hearns Workshop goodies.
That's right.
Nice little clamshell
How's that?
packaging. It's fuzzy. That's what that is.
All right, so clamshell packaging. We just took the sealing staple off it, and that's what you get inside. You get this little packet here.
Is there
And there's-
safety instructions there about not eating it or something?
Yes, there are. So you don't eat this stuff because it's not very tasty, and you may not be able to digest it. So please don't do that. Don't lick it like you would.
No, I wouldn't lick it.
So let's open
Where's
it
the
up, and I'll
part?
show you what we got here.
Tells you how to cut, cutting and sanding and gluing and everything.
Yeah, so it's a.
What a brilliant little packet.
So we've got all the guides in here. You'll
Yeah.
find the little hints.
Hints and tips.
That's right. And then when you go onto the website, it'll also have downloadable instructions on how to put this together. Because even though it looks simple here, you do have options. So the real ones actually had a wire handle, which was across here. So I haven't put it on because they don't print as good as putting on a wire one. So you have the option of making a little wire one, bend it on the end and just glue it in with super glue.
We could use Kobe's hair.
Kobe's hair. We could.
We'll go out there
And all this,
we'll
all
go
this
out there and
does.
shave him. We've got enough hair for a
I
lifetime.
think you said too many words already. So you got a little hingy bit on the bottom,
Hinge.
and then you've got the bit on the top.
Do you remember how it goes together? I'm putting you under pressure now.
Just like that. Just like that. Hang on. I'm trying to hold it without any glue, right? So there you go. That's together. Oh,
And it's
sort of.
Well, you just need to sand it and glue it.
I haven't got it in the right
You need to
spot.
sand it and glue it, as per the instructions recommendation.
Yes, yes. But you can see how
So you
well it
don't
goes
cut
together.
these-
There you go.
You don't cut
See?
these sprue bits off.
That's it.
They're not sprue bits. They look like a ladder or something.
No, that's right. So they're the foot steps. Because you can climb up there for maintenance and cleaning. So you leave them on. And this is the mounting base.
Yep.
So you just make sure there's a hole in your base that size and you glue it in.
Then you go.
That's right. And so there's the base.
The Hearns water crane.
That's right. Victorian water crane.
Why? Were they different in New South Wales?
I think so.
Oh.
But you can use them on any sort of layout you like. And that's HO scale.
If you used it on a Cato tram layout, it would look funny.
The Cato tram layout,
Yes.
it would. It look like it's full Godzilla.
To drink from.
That's right. His little drink fountain. Should we put it like in brackets? HO scale water fountain or
Godzilla.
ZZ scale Godzilla drinking fountain?
There you go. Untapped. Untapped.
There you go.
Untapped market.
And then we also got the buffer stops.
I do love a good buffer stop.
How good do they look? They just set your layout off a bit differently, don't they? They're pretty chunky.
How do you put grass on layouts?
How do you do it?
Yes.
Well, there's a number of ways.
Is there?
So this one's sort of just sprinkled on. So that's why it's got that flat looking,
And you
like
use
blown
like
down texture.
use a watered down sort of PVA glue. Is that correct?
You do. So you get some PVA glue or white glue.
Yes.
You mix it with some water to get it a bit thinner. And then you add some either drops of detergent to reduce the water tension, or you use paint retarder, which is one of your favorite ones, right?
Yes.
The flow improver. That does the same thing. And the idea behind that is you can spray on a layer of that glue, sprinkle this on, and then when you're
Shake it off.
happy, you shake off all the excess,
Shake it off.
and then you spray over the top to seal it.
That's
A
what
bit like hairspray.
That's what Taylor says.
I don't know much about hairspray anymore, but it's what's done apparently.
No, she talks about shaking it off.
Yes. Or there's something like this. This is something that we built with Marlon some time ago.
Marlon.
That's right. And to get these to
Super
be
Dad.
yes, and to get these to be like a bit furrier, we have used.
Furrier. Is that the
I
clinical term?
don't know if it's clinical, but it's one of my terms.
I'd like it furrier.
This is a static grass applicator.
Yep.
And what it does is it's got a battery in it, and it charges up all the flock, so that when it lands, they each fiber
stands on end.
That's right, because it resists each other with the charge, and so you get it a bit fluffier. And these are back in stock. We always
conceivably put that on underneath.
Now I've got a story for you, right? Because I was going to get some of that hair flock from Japan when I was there, and my missus was telling me off, and I thought, no, I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some. And so I went into a chemist, and I was looking for it, and they don't carry it. You got to get it online.
Buy a prescription.
No prescription. Just hand them some money, and they'll give it to you.
Really?
But I didn't have enough time.
Hair flock.
It was about $50.
Can't we just use this flock and get Jack A to paint it the color that you want? That's what he does to his interiors.
I might get him to paint it black, say,
Yes.
and then we'll flock my head.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds really messy, doesn't it?
That sounds like what we're going to do for. Look out for episode 250.
250, is it? We've got a bit of
250.
time.
That's a tutorial I want to be part of.
That's right.
We're going to flock and airbrush your head.
Because there's another story. So many years ago when I was in Japan, I was looking for some vacuum tubes for my amp, and I went to this tube shop, and over there they have these little stores, and you go up this tiny little elevator that's big enough for 2 people, and when it opens up, you're in the shop. And I was up there, and I was in the elevator with my missus. It opened up, and there was a guy greeting us. I said, hello. He said, konnichiwa. And I looked at him, and he had painted on hair. He didn't even have flock.
Well, we have the blacker than black. we can give you the blacker than black look.
That'll give a lot of depth, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? See, there's another option. Paint or flock. So let's see. Let's see. That didn't turn out well for me, did it? All right, so there you go. That's what a static grass applicator looks like.
Or potentially it could be used in the cosmetic industry.
It could be. And there is a bigger one too. So if you're doing larger areas or you need something with a bit more power, like on a really huge layout, we do have the Woodland Scenic big, massive ones too. This would be fine for most people.
Is that just a leaf blower?
Static charge.
Hey?
It's just a leaf blower, isn't it? The Woodland Scenic.
Oh, that one. That's funny because it's not a leaf blower, but you can get an optional vacuum sucker-upper. So that's for another live. But there you go. Pico static grass applicators are back. What do you got now? You got anything? Let me see what people have got to say over here.
There'd be fitting laughter at the fact that we're going to flock your head.
Oh, look at this. We've got more guesses here.
Surian should be in the studio for that. He's an avid rail enthusiast.
Did we go through 1200?
It's heavier than 1200.
Heavier than 1200. 1278.
It's heavier than 1278.
1300.
It's heavier than 1300.
Anthony says 1380.
It is exactly 1380.
No.
Yep.
Really? Anthony. That's not the first time Anthony's guessed it, right?
Anthony Miller.
I would say so.
Who's Anthony?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't that Mr. Miller?
Anthony.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Oh, look at that. Matt's just gotten on. He says, hi, folks.
Matt, who?
Captain Ismail's on.
That's fantastic.
Hoss RC's on. Oh, you're guessing.
Hoss.
Sorry. It's already been won.
It's already been won. The weight
it.
is 1380.
That's right.
That was good. That was a
Wasn't
bit
it?
of fun. Congratulations, Anthony.
Excellent.
And your prize is in the mail.
What do you got now? You got anything?
I got lots.
TFG's pointing at something over there for you.
I got lots.
Oh, you got stuff here.
I got lots.
You got lots.
I got lots.
Oh,
Now this is
wow.
something that was
Wow.
my fault. I actually forgot about this last week.
Well, a lot of stuff turned up.
And I was really hoping by this week that I was actually going to get in there and open this one up.
This one specifically.
This one specifically.
Right.
Specifically.
Because this is a special color, isn't it?
It's blue.
We haven't seen blue from Yokomo in
And
a long time.
you won't see them again.
Mhm.
Like it's a limited edition. We had one opportunity.
Yes.
We got blue, purple, and red. These are the MD 2.0s.
Mm.
These are the latest drift chassis.
Flagship drift.
Flagship drift.
Yeah.
And Yokomo are probably more prolific in their drifting than anything at the moment. So they did a limited edition of these cars. You can't even get spare parts, the coloured spare parts for them.
Yeah, you can get spare parts, but if you need anything aluminium, you
Yeah.
can't get the blue ones or whichever color you get.
Yeah.
You can only get black ones as replacements.
That's right. So they're now blue, red, and purple. And funnily enough, and it's funny because I'm a kid of the purple era. Remember the Trinity screws and everything was all purple. Anyway, the purple one sold out immediately.
Yes.
And we've got a blue and a red one only left. So out of all the ones we got, that's all that's left. And I thought that this blue one here was going to go to a certain somebody.
This one?
Yeah, and I was hoping to get my dirty little fingers in there and have a ferret around, but it's not to be. I'm not going to open them on TV.
You've since washed your fingers, so they're clean fingers now.
Yes, but I'm not going to open them because these are very special. These are very exclusive.
That's right. They're collectibles, aren't they?
The person who's getting it is going to be so they are out. So if you are into drifting and you want something special, it's like a once in a lifetime thing.
El Primo
MD 2.0 colored ones.
Yes. But that's not all, is it? I think you got other stuff. Oh, how good are these? The MS 1.0s.
A quick favor, TFG.
Yeah.
Go grab Nico's body from the shop for us.
So this is a brand new Yokomo 10-scale touring car.
This very body here.
Oh, that one there.
You know the one. MS 1.0, second shipment, selling fast.
So I saw these over in Japan when we were over there.
Yes.
And we hadn't even seen them in the flesh yet. But they're really a refinement on the BD12.
And they look simple. Simpler?
Simpler.
They're simpler, they're more basic, but they're proven to be tough and reliable.
Yes.
So they're not quite as finicky.
That's right. And easier to adjust for lower traction.
Keep their settings, and they've got a bigger tuning window. Have a look at this. We are very lucky to have in the studio, in the shop. So this one here, Nico Lee and Christopher Kratt.
Yes.
The two lead Yokomo drivers.
That's right.
Yeah, back in 2018, Nico Lee gave this to Hearns Hobbies or Hobbies Yokomo Australia.
Yes.
As a thank you when he came and raced at AOC.
That's right.
So have a look at that. That's a bit of fame. Now that is a good paint job, isn't it? Who paints this one, TFG?
I don't know who does Nico's stuff.
We'll have it here somewhere, wouldn't you?
Don't know.
Oh, they don't say
that. I can't answer it. But yeah, have a look at that. It's a cool body shell.
The color contrast is really nice too, isn't it?
Do you think if I put this on the RS 1.0 for the Australian Nationals this year that anybody would notice? In 21.5?
Nico's racing. Where is he?
Oh, he's hitting the walls. No, I wouldn't do that to Nico.
Oh, you pretender.
He would never give us another body again. No,
it's
you
got
don't
an
run
old
other
school look
people's
to it,
bodies.
isn't it? This is like a 2000s, 2010 era type flame paint job
but
to
he
me.
still uses it now. And it's made it onto the box art.
Yeah, it's good.
And I love it. Anyway, I do love the new box art. And I do love the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, not only is the car easy to set up and drive, it's actually at a really good price too.
And it works out of the box. No hot ups needed. Actually, there's some hot ups coming out next week.
Yeah, so the hot ups are option parts if you want to play with them, but you don't need them.
Tuning stuff, yeah. Out of the box, kit setup.
Yeah.
Go put it down, go fast. Simple as that.
That's
and
right.
it's really remarkable for Australian conditions. But there you go. Have a look at this.
What do you got now?
Have we looked at this before?
I don't think we have.
It still makes me laugh, the drift stuff and their setup.
I had the pleasure of driving
one of these.
An SD.
Oh, SD.
Yeah.
Was it like this?
What, the movement of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes, it was set up like that. And it was at Yatabe Arena, or actually it's called
Scuba
RC Arena now, isn't it?
Scuba Steve.
And I drove it around there and I got some tuition from their store manager.
I love that. So this is Yokomo's ready-to-run drift package. Now, I've probably had this on the show before, but it's back in stock again because they sell out every time. This comes with battery, charger, everything.
And it's got the gyro in it, right? So this is a true rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive. Comes painted, comes...
Look at the steering lock on this thing.
Massive amounts.
Yeah.
Steering rock.
Full rock. And it's fully adjustable as well. Let's take the cover off and take a look under the hood.
You're taking his jacket off.
Take a look under the hood. Pop the hood there. Oof.
There you go. So this is basically an RD, right?
I think it's I actually think it's a YD.
Okay.
But it does have the adjustable motor mount.
Yeah. So
fully
you can
adjustable
swing
gearing.
that around.
Yep, adjustable gearing. Yeah, like you said, really extreme steering geometry to get that true
You got
drift.
turnbuckles all the way around.
Turnbuckles for camber and toe adjustment, as well as Ackerman adjustments.
Yeah.
Roll center adjustments.
Yes.
Fully adjustable car, fully upgradable. So really cool. It's a really good way to get into drifting. And it's got what I strongly assume is a 27 turn single in there.
How good is it?
Really
Best
good.
way to start.
Yep.
And you end up with a drift car that is designed to drift very well.
Yes. So that is really cool. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about that.
All right. Okay.
That's it.
I mean, it is a simple
thought we
vehicle,
just-
isn't it?
it's a
It's just a
simple
really
vehicle.
good.
It's really
Good
good
way
to
to
get,
start.
and you don't have to spend MD money to go drifting.
No, that's right.
Most people will end up doing that because that's the way drifter goes. Drifter guys are insane,
I love it.
aren't they? They
love it.
absolutely love it.
All the good bits.
All the good bits,
All the
all
good
the
bits.
time.
That's
It's
right.
not just the drift guys. We all do it.
We
No,
do.
that's true too. We all like the extra little
The mayo,
the spicy bits.
the mayo.
The mayo.
What have we got? What's going on in the chat?
Oh, what is going on in chat?
Well,
Well,
we can't guess the weight. Did they guess the fuel source? Do we know how many cylinders it has?
oh, we haven't got into that. No.
How many horsepowers it
So
has?
we have not talked about any more details about the actual car itself. Everyone's been talking about the weight. The weight was really popular this week.
1380. Congratulations,
Well,
Anthony.
let's see. So we know what the car is, right? So it's an 812 Competizione.
Yeah.
We don't know what the color is yet. We
No.
don't know the cylinders or the engine capacity or the kill the wasps.
No.
What do we need? A year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while they're thinking about that,
And a tidbit. I want to know a tidbit.
I still got something.
A fun fact.
Funny facts. How about this? Let's look at this.
Show me something. Show me what you've got.
I've got this 1 to
Yes.
350 scale, New Jersey.
That's good because the 1 to 400 version of this kit is too small.
It's a little bit small, isn't it?
1 to 350.
That's
Exactly what
right.
you want.
Now, 350 would be the standard, I would say. There's a lot of choice in 350 scale for ships.
Ships.
And Tamiya do make quite a few 350 scale ships, which are really popular, but they don't have a huge variety, but they do have a New Jersey. Now, this particular brand is quite a new brand. It's Very Fire.
Very fire.
Must be like really hot. So this is great for
not.
those.
Is it really called Very Fire?
It is.
Hmm.
What?
I don't know. I'm a bit taken back that they called it
Are
Very
you?
Fire.
It is called Very Fire.
Hmm.
Now, this is for more of the enthusiast type builder
Oof.
because the Tamiya one's great value. Tamiya ones are just over $100 or so, and they're a great build. But they've been around for a long time, and they don't have the crispest detail anymore. And a lot of people would be spending a lot of money doing photo etch and stuff. This comes with all the photo etch in it,
No.
and it's a brand new tooling, so it is really
Looks
sharp.
like it's got full detailed turrets.
It does, doesn't it? Because if we look over here,
It looks to me like
can
it's
see how
got
it's all
full
opened up
detailed turrets, doesn't it?
I love a full detail car.
Don't ya?
I wouldn't have my turret any other way.
So there you go, New Jersey.
No
And
doubt.
New Jerseys were used into the modern age as well. So I was checking that before. You can see here it's got one of those float planes. So it's World War II era. Because it would have updated all these little guns. See how they got heaps of little anti-aircraft guns? The modern one was updated to have missiles, and then also what they call a Sea Whiz thing, which is a
Sea-Whiz.
Gatling gun.
I've had a Sea-Whiz.
Have you?
I had one just before.
Oh,
Every time I go to the beach.
here we go. There's
I
the
sneak
hull.
one in.
There's your really thick manual.
Thick and Manuel.
And as we do this,
That's
you
a
will
sprue.
see
Look at
there's
that.
some photo etch. You've got some photo etch railings all
Oh.
included, and that's really fine.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
So there we go. So that's a big hull, isn't it? Decent size, full hull.
It's thicker than an Easter egg.
It is pretty thick.
Chunk of munker.
It's important that these big ones are thick because you don't want them to deform even after you finish building it. But sometimes that can happen.
Can it?
Yep. And then under here,
What's under there, Beach?
all the good bits. Look at that.
You chose the easiest thing to unbox.
So there's all the turrets you're talking about with all the different floors. How good is it?
I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Pretty fresh.
I think you should enter it in next year's Model Expo.
Enter it like this.
Oh, no, try and build it.
I'm going to enter a 1-to-1 scale plastic model kit.
Are you?
That'll be in the miscellaneous category, and I don't think it'll get very far. There
I'm
you go.
gonna do
Beautiful.
something. I'm gonna do an art piece next year.
An art piece.
Yeah.
How arty is it going to be?
Very arty.
Very arty.
Gonna be
Not
made,
just a little bit
it's
arty.
going to be made not from the model. It's going to be abstract. It's going to be not made from the model. It's going to be made from the sprues.
Oh, you can do a sprue model,
Yes.
a sprue sculpture.
Yes.
Oh, you're crazy. Do you need some sprue? Because I've probably got a heap of sprue.
Have you?
Yeah. Do you want some? I think there's a lot of people that will probably have heaps of sprue. There you go. I'll slide in there. Is this going to be a bit of a trick?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that'll do. There we go. Okay, Verifier. So they do quite a lot of ships. They are a ship specialist.
Have you ever built a Verifier kit before?
No, I haven't. They're really new. Like, they're only been around within the last couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
And they specialize in ships?
Specialize in ships. There you go. Beautiful.
Fire.
And fire.
Yeah.
They specialize in so much, it's very.
Very much so.
There we go.
That's in New Jersey.
Yes. And with that, we've actually restocked on a lot of ships. So we've got the little 700 scale ones too that we always sell out of.
Do they come with waterlines?
Most of them do.
Yeah.
And then some of them, you do get some Fujimi ones which are full hull like this. Because
Full
some
hull.
people like to see the hull.
But then it needs a stand.
Yes. And then you got to make a stand.
Mm.
All right, that's Verifier. What else have you got? Got
That's
anything
it.
else?
I'm tapping out.
I reckon there's something else.
What?
I reckon there's something else we're going to look at.
What?
Because I've got a whole stash of stuff somewhere.
What?
Over here.
Show me your wares.
You got girly dream.
I'll give you this first.
Bloody.
Schluben.
What do you got there?
Tony Gray assures us that we're not to unbox it because these are Chris Putnam's.
Oh, really?
Special order.
All of them?
No, there will be some left over. But we have had a massive restock of Schluben.
Yes.
And we have, in fact, increased the range of Schluben.
That's
because
right.
It's so popular.
The Sluben we normally carry is military based.
Yes, because
Tanks.
they specialize in it.
That's right. Warplanes. And then we do have some civilian type things too. So
Yes.
there's like civilian aircraft and buses and such. But now we have little mini handcraft ones and also the girls ones. So we've got these little shops here that you can either stack on top of each other or put next to each other.
So they can go
So-
next to each other or on top of each other. Vertical stack.
That's right.
And
What do you
here
got
we
there?
have
You got a combi?
a van of some type and a dog getting fed. Oh, no, it's a Frisbee. Sorry, it's a Frisbee.
The Frisbee's getting
I
fed.
thought it might have been,
Why
dog
would you
food.
feed a Frisbee?
well, my dog's bowl looks like that. It's got a slow feeder.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, it pigs itself.
Oh, really? Let's have a
It's
close
like a
look at that.
maze to get its food.
What have we got here? Oh, that was a bit tight. Is that a Frisbee or is that a food thing?
No, that's a Frisbee.
Are you sure? It looks like a food bowl.
But that's what I said, but then you laughed at me. So I think it's a Frisbee.
Is that a selfie stick?
It is. I didn't notice that it's definitely a selfie stick.
Is it? Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Oh, there's a dog.
Maybe it's a stray dog.
Stray.
I'm not sure. Well,
Where-
look,
where-
so
where's
she's
the stray
waving,
from?
she's waving at it from inside the car, which is weird.
Oh, because the dog is hitchhiking.
Is it? It's catching a lift.
That's right. It's got the off-road tires, don't it?
It can go off road.
That's a combi if I've seen a combi. Is that a combi?
I don't know that you can say that. It's just a
'Cause the rear
vehicle.
end's got
It's
glass.
just a vehicle in general.
Is
most,
it?
Most cars do have rear windows or buses.
Do they?
Hmm.
Oh, there you go. I don't think I've been observant enough. But this is not the most impressive thing
No.
that's come in.
Well, I'm easily impressed.
Are you? How? Look at this.
What? Oh, boom.
Oh, I've got some mad reflections going on here.
Mad.
Hang on. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. This is part of the Girls' Dream collection.
Girls' dream.
And this is the Winter Travel in Snow.
Oh, it's got a chalet.
It's like a little winter carnival, isn't it?
It is.
It's
got
got
a-
a Barbie house.
Yeah, that too. So you can see all the. It
There's
comes
a
with a
chalet.
whole bunch of figures.
And I bet it's expandable too.
Yes, it is. So you
Is
can
it?
get other big sets
I
too.
was just making it up.
You-
Just be careful of. I'm really cautious of my little redhead over here.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Shift it out of the way.
We need that back.
There you
in
go.
the
You
end.
get a whole bunch of figures. And you can tell it's cold because this figure here's wearing a beanie. Is it a beanie or is that hair?
No, that's just a hair. That's a ponytail, mate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you've not seen
Really?
hair lately. These ones,
Okay.
these ones over here have got. See, it's a ponytail.
Oh, is
It's a
it?
ponytail.
No,
You
no,
have
no.
to
That's
put your-
a loose beanie,
You
isn't
have to
it?
put your eyes in.
Oh, okay.
See over here.
What have we got here?
We got some
Where are we going?
there.
Oh, what's that?
It's skiing. It's got skis, ski poles. It's got ski goggles.
You sure he's not welding?
Probably not welding.
Why does this one look like a Ninja Turtle?
No, I was going to say that. Looked like a Ninja Turtle with duck feet.
But they've got all sorts of characters, and you can imagine on this big play set, you can have all sorts of adventures going on. You have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can have anyone.
There's a hot air balloon.
We've got a head, yeah, right there.
There's a hot
Hey,
air
look at that. It
balloon.
looks like there's a kitchen somewhere. Where's the kitchen? Oh, the kitchen's in there.
He's cooking pizza.
Is he? He's making pizza.
Yep.
Oh, it's a pizza oven.
Yep.
There you go.
I know a pizza oven when I see one.
You got the ice cream
See,
stand.
that's what you have in the snow.
You got a little dog.
Ooh.
What do we got here?
It's the ski lift.
Oh, is
You
that a
go
lift?
to the top here, and then you go, you go down the slide.
Oh, is that how you get out of the restaurant?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, there. They got the food and stuff in there. Oh, little restaurant.
There you go. That's going to keep you busy for hours.
Yeah, I'll borrow it off you after you finish with it.
And there's a hand winch operated.
Oh, so you spin that and it actually takes it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's going to keep you busy for days.
For sure. I like the wine glasses there too.
Wine glasses?
Wine glasses.
Well, they're just
I think
they
just party round at Putnam's tonight.
Is
a
it?
build party.
Build party.
Yep.
Well, it is Friday.
Yeah, it is
Heels.
Friday night.
Heels on Friday.
That's it. But that's just some of the
Tony
things that
Gray
we
doesn't wear
brought in.
heels very often, but when he does, it's on a Friday.
And so it should.
Every Friday.
Right.
Not today though.
No.
Not yet. Usually after 7 p.m.
And we've got a whole bunch of these minifigs.
What?
These are the military ones.
Mini fig.
So it's just a figure inside.
Oh. I thought you
And
were
it's a
talking-
random
I thought you
figure.
were talking about a fruit.
No.
Let's go to
Although I
overhead.
do like figs.
Good on a cheese platter, isn't it?
Ooh. There you go.
They look like a friendly bunch.
So you could get any of these. You don't know what's inside.
You don't.
No. So it could be French. They could be American.
What do you mean? How
They
do you?
could be. They could
Oh,
be
you're reading it
Soviet.
there. I was going to say, I thought you were just casting dispersions, but
No,
no, it does say, it does
it
say
does
that.
say that.
I thought
It
you were
could be
just,
English
I was going to say, don't go casting dispersions.
or they could be Chinese. So you could get any one of these.
How can you tell which one's which?
How can you tell?
Yes.
Well, you just tell by the uniforms.
Okay.
So they're the Chinese here.
How do you know that?
Oh, he's in grey. And then these ones with the smiley faces, they're really happy with themselves. So they're the Americans. The French, I don't know. I think the French are sort of covered up around here.
And they won't be happy.
And
French are never happy.
The British would be this helmet here.
Would it?
Yeah. And the Russians, which ones are the Russians? The Soviets, I don't know. Maybe they're covered up. Could be covered up. No, not there.
There you go. A geography lesson, as well. I love it.
That's right. They're really fun.
I think Dan's going to collect them all.
You probably will.
Don't you think? I think Daniel will collect them all. There's my challenge. Got to get them all.
Get them all.
Is that it?
That's it. We should have a look at the car. Oh, you got more?
I got something else.
What else you got?
I got something else.
Oh, there's more coming.
No,
You got a surprise.
no, I'm gonna
What's
get,
that?
I'm gonna get out Nico's body again.
Oh, yeah.
Just happened on my Facebook update,
Yeah.
as I suspected.
You found out who painted it?
Yeah, better go to the top.
Oh.
Go to the top. There it is. AI Bodyworks. That's his latest one's just done.
Oh,
for
move it over here.
Just done for Nico today.
Right.
I know he paints for Ryan and a few others. So that's the latest version of
Okay, there you go.
that.
Well, there you go. If you need a body painted and you want it this sort of quality,
Be prepared to wait.
that's right. There you go.
So there you go. That just happened.
Latest
to come-
shows.
I do love race paint on pro drivers' cars. I don't really care for single colours and stickers.
Yeah,
No, me neither. Because they should look world class, right?
They should.
they should.
Yeah.
Like the Bruno Coelho white.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That
a
he did
bit.
so many times.
That's a bit
Yeah.
off, isn't it?
There you go. That just came up on my Facebook feed. I thought, how appropriate.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done.
It's a beautiful looking body shell.
Yeah.
And I like how this has got the clear green as well. Sort of
Yeah.
blends it in
Good.
for the
I'll
windows.
go
I
back
love
over
that.
here now.
I
All right,
love
thank
that.
you.
I do love green on the body shell.
Yes.
And seemingly he doesn't crash very much, does he? And that's mint.
Well, you would have used it for the weekend, right?
Don't know.
All right, let's have a closer look at this Fazrari. Let's see if we've got any more details.
Any more details? The details are on the car.
Craig Jones reckons the V8.
V8 motor.
Well, I've had enough time to Google it now.
Oh, David Marley's asking if the coloured MD2s are on the website. They are indeed.
They definitely are.
Is the colour Rossa Corsa red?
Definitely is.
Engine
Rossa
is
Corsa.
usually a V12.
I would have thought so. I would have thought so just by the name.
All right, what are we doing? Are we going closer?
Well, we're pretty close.
Oh, look at that. Look
Look
at
the
that.
lines.
What lines?
It's definitely not my favourite Ferrari. Just the way they sculpt their bodies and stuff. It is.
Well, it's
a
interesting. You
beautiful
got
car.
this overhang. This seems to be a styling cue, the cut open overhang,
Yes.
and then they've got that little detail of the vent, the carbon fiber vent there,
Yep. Vortex generator.
and then even the front. You can see how it overhangs, so it's not flush.
The last thing you want to do
All
is
to do with aero.
you don't want it flush.
Very interesting, isn't it? Got the waistline, how it comes up to the rear arch,
The Ratch.
and then you got this thing. Is there a reason for this? Does it
I'd say
move?
it's probably active aero. I'd say it
Oh,
would
okay,
be.
so it moves.
I would say I don't know. I've never driven one, and I probably realistically never will. But that's okay.
Oh, look at the grill on the front. Bit hard for everyone to see, I think. Might be hard to focus on that, but that's photo etched. Oh, there we go.
Look at the detail in it.
Yes, you got the prancing horse there as well on the grill.
It is a beautiful thing. Look at the rear end.
Rear end.
Yeah.
Mm. So you can see the carbon fiber pattern.
You can.
Yeah, you can see the carbon fiber pattern around here.
It's a beautiful thing.
And look at the way the lights are incorporated.
And the vents in the top.
Yeah, why do you think the vents are that particular shape? Is that again for aero just to suck it out?
Well, maybe it just looks cool.
Looks cool.
They have to look cool, don't they? Has to look cool more than anything.
No, that's true. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Has to be.
Focus.
Enzo
Look at the
used to say
interior.
it has to be a beautiful car to
Oh, look, you
carry
can see stitching.
to carry his engine.
You see the stitching? Right in the center there, the yellow stitching.
It's like shoelaces. Absolutely.
And look at
beautiful
the
detail.
quilting on the seats.
Yeah. Fully quilted.
Wow.
Beautiful. Another one from BBR. A
BBR.
beautiful model, a beautiful show with beautiful people.
That's right. That's right.
Let's put a bow on it, stick
That's
a fork in it, and call it done.
Someone was asking here
Mhm.
what we thought of Model Expo.
We love Model Expo.
Model Expo was pretty good. It would have been nicer if there were more entries. I'm surprised there weren't as many entries as previous
What about
years.
Scott's engine? Scott's
That
quarter
was
scale,
magnificent.
wasn't it?
Yes,
That's quarter scale Ferrari 288 engine.
that's right. And for everyone that missed out going, if you want to see all the videos and all the pictures, you can wait for ours, but I've already put on links to everyone else's that have been posted as well.
Yep.
And you'll find those on our Hearns Facebook page. It'll
Yes.
be under the events.
Under
Look
events.
under the discussions for the Model Expo, and you'll see them all listed there.
Mhm.
So many. So you see every single one. Even my model's in there.
Yours?
It's in a few videos.
Oh, I bet it is.
Mm.
It'll be a star.
Yeah, some of them it's all in one piece, and some of them it's broken. But
That's
it's all
okay.
good.
It's all fixed now, I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
Or did you
Easy
just-
fix.
Did you just throw it out?
What, and build another one?
Yeah.
No,
do you,
no,
do,
it's
do
easy
you, what do you do with it after the show? Do you just throw them in the bin, or do you?
No, I'll put them on display over here.
I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
they're
here?
all
in
out there.
store? So you can come in and see it. And Vince is
Yes,
here
yes,
too.
yes, yes. Vince's are here until this weekend. He's going to pick them up.
Well, all of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure the two that he entered.
Oh.
So he came first in Gundam Modified and commended in Out of Box.
Out
So
of
he
box.
did very well again.
Fantastic.
And so he should. He's a Gundam master. There we go. I think that's the show, is it?
Let's make it be.
All right. Thank you again for joining us,
That was a ripping episode.
wasn't it? And we'll be back next week.
Stay in touch, everyone.
That's it.
See you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.